Essjay and welcome to BBB, Beauty Business Builder. I created these videos to help people in the beauty industry develop and expand their beauty business and to create more revenue. So if you want to take your beauty business to the next level, then keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and you also can catch me on my podcast, which is BBB, Beauty Business Builder. Enjoy. Hi there, this is Essjay here from BBB, Beauty Business Builder. I hope you are all well. I am here today on a gorgeous Friday, actually. It's a lovely day today. We had a little bit of sad news in the industry today that we're not able to go back to work tomorrow. Yes, so a little bit of a down in the beauty industry. But I wanted to stay positive and come on and share some valuable insights with you. So here I am. So if this is the first time watching, then welcome, and I hope you enjoy. I will encourage you to go back to the beginning and start watching from podcast number 1, because along the way there's some really valuable tips and strategies and some lovely little golden nuggets for you to implement and help with your business. If you are a regular watcher, then thank you for staying connected. And I would also encourage you to please leave a review. Leaving reviews on the podcast, especially on iTunes, will really help for the rankings of this. And obviously it will help give others the information and the encouragement to also watch and be a part of this. So this is obviously a podcast with me giving some free, valuable information on how I have developed and built my beauty business, and also developed another coaching business during the lockdown, and obviously embraced the lockdown to its fullest. But today I wanted to come on and share with you a little bit of a story, actually. I've not really planned this podcast, so it is a little bit just off the cuff. But this story I wanted to talk to you about was just kind of explain how we tend to work in this industry and what will actually start holding us back in this industry. Now, we're obviously at a stage where we are struggling to fully work because of the recent pandemic. And what it's actually getting people to do is think a little bit bigger, think a little bit broader, think about alternative ways of generating an income, because they can't obviously touch our clients. And I've got a good friend of mine who she actually works for somebody in the industry, but she's bought her own she's invested in her own brand of eyelashes. Fantastic brand, she's got it all branded up. She loves it. She's obviously been working on it for a good few months, and she's now got the product there. She's got the product there and it's been delivered, and she's ready to obviously get it out there and distribute. Now I do want to do another podcast about kind of marketing the product before you have the product, but this is not about that. What this is kind of about is what we tend to do with our products and our services. We think really short term. We think very, very short term. So what we tend to do is, if we have a product and a new product that we've launched, it's fantastic. The fact that, my friend has got her own name and her own brand on a product, absolutely amazing. But what we tend to do is think for day by day sales. Okay, we think day by day, the sales, the profit per product, and we think very, very short term. And I want to encourage people, if you're in a similar situation to this, whether it's a treatment or whether it's a product, to try and think a little bit longer term. And the reason for this is what tends to happen is, if you was to bring something like what my friend has done, she's brought a brand of lashes in, and you think very short term, you're going to think of that product, your margins, your markup, and the sales, So what happens is, firstly, you'll go to Instagram, go to Facebook, get all your friends to share it, get your friends to purchase it, to start that ball rolling, to start that interest building. And you might sell 2, 3, 4, 5, and each one, let's just, I don't know what the figures are, obviously it's not my brand, but say for instance, we retail out at £10, but the product actually cost us £5. So we're making a £5 profit for each one we sell. So we're putting it all out there, we're getting all the interest there. We obviously will have initially a good influx. Normally our good following, our friends will always purchase in, which is fantastic. But then we've got to try and keep that momentum going, keep the interest there. Now, for us to continue to keep that interest there and sell it all ourselves, it will only tick over. And the reason, just going back slightly, the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because my friend actually says to me, she said, what would you do, Essjay? You've got this product, what would you do? How would you get it out there? And there was two things that I would have done. Either I would put some money into a e-commerce shop, get some really good SEO rankings on there, get the website up and running, get a quick payment link. You want to see the product, click on it, pay through PayPal, pay through Stripe, done, in your basket, going to get delivered. Quick processes, especially with eyelashes. It's a kind of product where you don't want to be messaging to find out a link to then send it to PayPal and then pick your design. You just want to see the picture, click on it, purchase it, get it delivered. So it wants to be a quick process. So I would either go down the route of investing in the e-commerce shop, or I would actually get other people to help me with my marketing. And this doesn't have to cost anything. This doesn't have to cost anything at all. You can work together with other businesses, other clinics, other salons, other influencers, and actually give people the chance to retail your product on their behalf. So you can do this by giving them a cut. Now, the first thing my friend turned around and said was, yeah, but I'll make less money per product. And yes, you will. You will make... You've got to give them something. So let's say you would have made £5 profit if you sold it. If you're getting somebody else to sell it on your behalf, you might make £2.50 per product profit, because they need to make some as well. However, they're then supporting your business, then they're actually then trying to get their following to buy your product. So what you're doing is you're branching out, and you're maximizing the awareness of the product, and you're maximizing the exposure, and you're maximizing the clientele, because you will get your people buying from you because they know, like, and trust you. And this salon here that has invested in your products at a reduced rate because they've purchased in bulk will then get their following, because their following like, trust, and know them. So what you're doing is, yes, you're taking less commission per product, but you're building out and getting wider and wider and wider. So you've got so many people that are then selling to their following. So it is... yes, and I don't think at first it really resonated with my friend. And I think she was a little bit like, well, why would I do that? Why would I give my cut away? And it's almost like employing somebody without the hassle. You're actually employing somebody to sell your product, but with no hassle whatsoever of employment. You're basically leaving it up to them. You're putting the ball in their court. If they don't sell it, then they don't get any money for you, they don't get any money for them. So you can go down many routes. You could even go down the route of, I will don't stock it at your place, you sell them and I post straight to them. Or you can say, right, purchase a block of 10 from me at a reduced rate, and then you sell them on. So rather than you selling one set of eyelashes and making £5 per eyelash, you've sold 10, making £2.50 per eyelash, but you've just grabbed them from your suppliers and shipped them off to somebody else. So then it's not their problem, it's then up to them and their responsibility to then use their clients, their following, their marketing to then promote and sell your product with your name on. So it's a thing that we don't tend to think of much in the beauty industry, the hair and beauty industry, because we're having to include other people. And I think in this industry, we like to do everything ourselves, especially if we've created the product. We feel very proud of that product. We feel very connected with that product. We want to sell it, and we don't trust anybody else to sell it. But it's a way that is only going to get you short-term gains. It is not going to give you long-term gains. It is not going to give you it's not going to give you a good return on the investment, and it's not going to give you the chance to build up that money at a faster pace to then reinvest, you know. And I says to her, I says, you know, once you've done that and you've got a few salons selling, and if you have 5 salons selling 20, you know, sets of each, you've automatically got your money. You've literally just ordered them in, got the shipment, sent them straight back out, yeah? And then what happens, you've then got the money there, so then you can then reinvest in your e-commerce shop. So, you know, that's what I said to her. I said, that is exactly what I would do. Now, I'm actually in the process of looking at a makeup line. And this is exactly how I'm going to do to get it out there. I'm going to use people out there to help support and sell my product. You know, they won't have the outlay. A lot of people don't want to they don't want to create their own product, or they don't want to create their own brand, or they don't want to invest in a big range of treatments or products because they don't want that big outlay. However, if they have got very small outlay, they will probably be inclined to help you and inclined to do so. And even if it's only in a short term for them, they might think, you know what, I'll get these lashes in, see how well they do, and if they do really well, I'll then get my own brand in. Okay, fair enough. Do that, and then they'll stop buying from you, you move on to somebody else. You know, but in the meantime, you've got an extra 10, 20 people out there wearing your lashes, or wearing your false nails, or wearing your mineral makeup, whatever it may be. So I want to encourage you to think a little bit longer term. So don't think short term. And we have actually got the time to be doing this now. You know, we've had the time to be doing this. You know, we'll be, fingers crossed, should be getting back to work very shortly in our clinics and salons. But we should have been thinking about this while we've been on lockdown. It's given us a lot of time to reflect, a lot of time to think of where we want our business and our lives and our clinics and salons to take us. And this is what you should have been revisiting. And if you're watching these podcasts, you should have really been thinking about the long-term goal, the long-term picture. So if you're wanting to introduce a product and it's scaring you because you're thinking, I've got a big order to make, how am I going to sell all of that? Use people around you. You know, it's an industry it's a massive industry. We've got so many people that we can work with around us to help support and push our product or our service forward. And it doesn't have to be a product. It could be a service that you offer, but that other clinic down the road don't offer that. You know, you can easily work together. You can even create packages with other clinics and other salons. You know, I do permanent makeup. You know, that's my forte. However, clients still need to maintain that. I don't do maintenance. I don't do HD brows or waxing and tinting, but I know so many people that do. So when my clients come in, I'm like, right, you need to now maintain this. If you want to look after your brows and keep them looking really, really crisp, here are my recommendations. Go to these girls. These girls are in your area. They can help you out with that. And work with other people. Don't keep yourself so separated from people around you, because we are all in a similar industry and there's so many people to go around. We don't have to fight for clients. We can work together. We really, really can. But I wanted to share that because I think at first, you know, my friend was a little bit like, oh, well, why would I make £2.50 a profit per item when I can make 5? Yeah, you can make 5, but think about how much work you're going to have to put in to make 5. Whereas if you pass that workload on to somebody else, you know, they're doing half the work, you're doing half the work, and you're getting half the money, but you've got more people doing it. So it was kind of, want to encourage you to think of the longer term picture, the long term development of a product or of a service, and don't think just short term. A way to do this as well is my earlier podcast, we spoke a lot about mindset and building your vision and refinding your why, that type of thing, and that really can help make sure your values and your vision statement, your vision board is in the forefront of your mind. You know, I always say to people, you should always have that there to look at it, and it will make you make longer term goals than shorter term goals. You know, you'll start avoiding them short term monetary fixes and you'll start thinking long term. So, if you've not revisited that podcast, go back and see that on, because that will really help with what I'm just, what we're talking about today. I do also still have my Mindset and Build Your Vision webinar, which is free at the moment. A very powerful webinar to help get you in the positive mindset. Everyone always says to me, how the hell do you do it? How the hell do you wake up every morning, stay so motivated, manage through your coaching business, run your clinic, look after 2 kids, run a household, and fit everything in, And I do believe mindset is a powerful thing, and actually having your vision implanted in you. So please reach out if you want to join the webinar. Reach out. It's a free webinar. Reach out, and I'm confident that it will help you thrive. So thank you for watching today and listening. I will see you on the next podcast. But I'm encouraging you to think longer term. Don't just think for the quick short-term gains. Think about using people around you, and think a little bit bigger. And it will help you develop your brand, your product, or your service that you offer, your new treatment that you're offering. It will help develop that quicker. Okay? So enjoy, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to leave me a review, and I will see you next time. Bye for now, guys. Take care. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you feel that you have got great benefit from this, and you would like to work with me on a one-to-one or join one of my webinars, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can connect with me on Facebook and Instagram, and all my links should be below in the description. I look forward to speaking to you soon and taking your business to the next level. Bye for now.